I'm Anita, aka the Professor. Join me and my husband Kevin as we strap on our backpacks, grab our passports, and explore this amazing world. Well, hi everyone. Oh, it's been a couple weeks, I know, but I needed that time to decompress after finishing the Camino del Norte, and it was a wonderful journey. Thank you again for coming along. Several of you contacted me during the trip, and you wanted to know about my accommodations. Now, I'm not really keen on giving reviews, but there are a few places that I think maybe I should give a shout out to. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get this technology to work. And I'm going to show you an Excel spreadsheet that I used on the Camino. I'm also going to link it down below. So if you want to download it, you can. And I just want to kind of point out a few of the places that I stayed at that I think maybe you might want to as well. If I don't mention a place, it doesn't mean it was really bad. Um, Everybody has their own opinion, and that's why I'm really kind of hesitant on giving a review per se, because I'm older. Albergays really aren't my deal. I did stay at a few, and for the most part, they were nice. Same thing with hostels. But being older, I really like my privacy. I kind of need the private bathroom, these sorts of things. So, having a private room, maybe at a hotel, or having a private room at a hostel, is a little better suited. So, it doesn't mean that the other accommodations are bad, it just doesn't suit me. As I've said before, if you haven't walked a Camino before, I recommend staying at a variety of places: hostels, albergues, hotels, maybe Airbnbs, and see what fits you. All right. So give me a moment. Let me see if I can flip my screen here and show you this Excel file. I'm going to go ahead and post this file in the comments below. But let me kind of give you a little bit of an overview here. Uh, when I flew into Madrid, I spent a few days in Madrid, and I stayed at the Hotel Don Luis. A very nice place. Gave me easy access to the metro and lots of things to do in Madrid. Very, very nice place. Then I flew up to Irun, stayed at a little pension there. It was located pretty well in the center of town, so it was a nice starting place for the Camino. Followed by San Sebastian, the downtown river hostel. Um, Unfortunately, I hit it on a day or a period in which there was like a football festival, soccer, a lot of going on. So there were a lot of young people there. It was pretty rowdy. The hostel in itself was really, really very nice, very clean, lockers, these sorts of things. But it was really geared to a much younger crowd. Let me just put it that way. And as I said before, I'm older, so maybe that's just not my thing. Um, then I stayed at another hostel. It was nice, a pension. You can check these places out for yourself. And like I said, I think it's important, particularly if you haven't done a Camino before, to stay at a variety of places to see what suits you. Okay, regardless of age, you may just have different needs as far as the bathroom, sleeping, electrical outlets, these sorts of things. For the most part, electricity was not an issue. I had a lot of good luck with that. In Bilbao, I spent several days in Bilbao. This was a lovely place, La Estral Ostra, right in the middle of Bilbao. Very, very easy to get to off of the metro. Great access to everything. And it was near the Camino itself. And that's another thing. As you're looking at places, I did goof a few times. There were a few places that were a bit off of the Camino del Norte route. So I had to walk an extra few kilometers. Not the best thing if you've been walking 25, 26K a day. So do pay attention with your accommodations. Another little albergue. They were nice. Um, Hostel Lucy, I'm just going to point out this is one where I said be careful of where you book. It was a little bit off the beaten path. It was okay. It was a nice place. It was cheap, which is always good. This place here, though, in Guillaume, highly recommend. It is an albergue, but it's an albergue unlike anything I think you would ever see. It is run by a semi-retired priest. He has traveled the world extensively all his life. This place has many, many buildings. It can house well over 100 people. The room I was in, they only had 4 pilgrims in it. It could have had, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It could have held 10, but they were keeping the numbers down because most places were still adhering to COVID. Communal lunch, if you get there early enough, you get to have a communal lunch, communal dinner. It is donation only. Um, just a unique place. I'm just going to say. You can look it up. Absolutely wonderful. Um, Hotel the Island in Isle Isla. Give you a little bit of caution here. There are 3 hotels in this town, and they all have almost an identical name. They're not terribly far from each other either. It's a very small beach community. Everything focuses on the beach. There is not a lot going on other than the beach. So just be aware of that as far as food. There is, I think there was like one cafe and one little grocery store, very, very small. And this place was just lovely. I love this place. A little bit off the Camino, but well worth the walk. Let me just put it that way. Um, all the hotels were just wonderful. Hotel Donna Marie, I happened to hit upon there. There was a lot going on that day. It was really nice. You can tell I stayed at several hotels. Uh, in Ribadario, this hotel, wonderful place, excellent service. One thing to note, most of these accommodations do not have air conditioning, with the exception was a few of the nicer hotels. Um, and they don't have bug screens. Um, the biggest challenge I had actually along the Camino was that the mosquitoes absolutely love me. So um, have your insect repellent handy, okay? Um, the KM 101. This was a really neat hotel, hostel. Um, it is right on the Camino. It is at about the 100-kilometer mark. Okay, pretty close to it. Um, Perfect location. Lots of choices for cafes, supermarkets. The pharmacy was right around the corner. Great service. They have a restaurant inside as part of the complex and bar. Very reasonable. Lots of fun. Via Sacra, really enjoyed that place. And then in Santiago, this place here, Casa Chelsea, I cannot recommend it enough. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do recommendations, but I have to give a shout out to this place. Request room um, three. I think it was 320 or 32. It was up on the third floor on the corner, and you could see the videos that I had. I overlooked the cathedral, the plaza. I could see it could not have been in a better location. Yes, it was a little pricey, but you know what? At the end of the Camino, you deserve it. And then when I was back in Madrid, I simply stayed next to the airport at a very convenient hotel. So that is my synopsis of where I stayed. If you have any other questions, you can message me. Like I said, the really nothing was really particularly bad. It's just um, you know, a hostel one night when everybody's partying and I'm a pilgrim and I don't want to party. That got to be a little bit annoying. And, access to bathrooms, these sorts of things, you just learn. Okay. So I hope this is helpful. Enjoy your Camino. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye bye.